Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're going to go ahead and use our Dior 5 Couleurs eyeshadow palette called Dive. This is the palette with the beautiful blue shades, but it also has a beautiful pink, purple, and peachy color that we're going to go ahead and use for today's look. We're going to go ahead and create something really beautiful, pink, and girly. But before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or a hot coffee. Let's take a sip and let's get started. So since this entire video is very pink inspired, I tried to go ahead and pull makeup items that were also pink or either had pink packaging or just were pink in some way. So that is today's video. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off by going into this shade over here. I'm going to use the darker plummy color, and then I'll also use this peachy color up here. In the last video that I did with this palette here, I only used the two blue shades and they were magnificent, and I've played with the entire palette. All 5 shadows are splendid and wonderful and all blend super well together, but we're just going to go ahead and use these 3 colors here for today. I'm actually going to go ahead and use one of the sponges that came with the palette here, and I'm going to go in directly to this more fuchsia color, and I'm going to go ahead and pack it on the lid. I find that these sponges are really good if you're looking to transfer color. Like if you just want to place color on the lid, these are great. I know a lot of people throw them out. I used to, because they're not good to blend. That's for sure. Like they're not good to blend any eyeshadow. But if you're just looking to transfer color from the palette onto the lid, I think these are fantastic. So as you can see, this is quite true to color. The color in the palette is the same on the lid here. Let's go into the other eye and do the exact same. Now I'm going to go into a pointed tapered blending brush, and I'm going to go into that same fuchsia pink color, and I'm just going to go ahead and build it up higher here, because as it is now, we can kind of only see the pink with my eyes closed, but I want to be able to build it up a little bit higher. And then I'm going into a clean blending brush, and I'm just buffing out this area here. I just want it to be a little bit softer. I created a look similar to this in a few videos recently. I think I did it in my monthly favorites video, and I got a lot of comments asking for a tutorial, so here we are. And I'm going to go into a separate tapered brush, and I'm going to go ahead and take that same fuchsia color and wrap it around the eye here. And then going into the tapered brush from before, I'm going into the dark purple shade, and I'm just going to place this in the outer corner here. Okay, so for the time being, I think we should just do the face makeup and finish up the eyes afterwards. So for the primer, I'm going to go ahead and use this NARS Radiance primer because the packaging is pink and it gives off this really light pinky pearlescent glow to the skin. I used to absolutely love this primer. Like when I first started my channel years ago, I loved this product and used it in like almost every video. I don't know what happened. I think I just kind of forgot about it, but I recently repurchased it and I remember why I love it so much. It kind of just gives your skin that nice healthy glow. And now I'm going to go into my Dior Forever Summer Skin Tint in the shade Light. So a few days ago, I woke up and I was making my coffee. I hadn't had it yet, and I was on my phone and I went on what I thought was the Chanel Canada website, and I saw the entire Les Beige collection and I freaked out. I was so excited. I started posting about it and I started asking people what they wanted me to review. And then after a few minutes, once I had my coffee and the caffeine hit my brain, I realized that I wasn't on the Chanel Canada website. I was on a European one. So I realized that the Les Beige collection was not yet available to me. It was so disappointing, and I felt so silly for posting about it and getting everyone else excited. I was like, the Le Beige is here, it's here, it's here. And it was not. I apologize if you saw that post, and if you got excited, I apologize for the heart palpitations I may have caused you. It was not intended. And then for the concealer, I'm going into my Clé de Peau concealer in the shade Almond. I was just speaking to Grace over at Everyday Edit, and I realized that Clé de Peau hasn't come out with a new collection in a while, you know? I feel like last summer they came out with some liquid lipsticks that were really nice, but I haven't really seen any new makeup from them in a while. But she was saying that they are a brand that kind of just does their own thing. They don't really follow the trends as much. Like, I don't think they're as steadfast in wanting to release a new collection every season like a lot of other brands, but I just haven't seen anything from Clé de Peau in a while. Okay, now I'm going to go into my Gucci Beauty Compact, because beauty is the right word for this. This is the Natural Matte Powder in number 4. I love this soft baby pink packaging with the gold. I think it fits in very nicely with the theme of today's video. I'm just going to go in really lightly, just like that. That's kind of all I ever use a face powder for. There we go. Now my skin looks nice and velvety. So for the blush, let's go into my current obsession. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in Radiant Magenta. I think this swirl of gold and pink is just the best thing in the world, so we're gonna go ahead and use this today. So I think I'll skip the bronzer. I don't really feel like I need it. I think the blush added the color that I needed, but I will use a highlighter. I will go into my Westman Atelier Peau de Rose highlighter. This is the super loaded tinted highlighter. This has a nice champagne-y pink hue. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I just saw online that Westman Atelier is releasing a series of new eyeshadows. So I am just waiting for them to be available on the Holt Renfrew website. If you shop at Holt Renfrew, and if ever you see that available for sale, feel free to send me a message on Instagram. I would love to know. I mean, as it is now, I basically refresh the Holt Renfrew and the Chanel website about once a day each, just in case there's something new out there. So I think initially I preferred to apply this cream highlighter with my fingers, but it's actually quite nice to apply with a little brush as well. Okay, what's next? I think we can go ahead and finish up the eye from here. So I'm just going to go back into the tapered brush that I used to trace this pink color under the lashes, and I'm just going to go ahead and make sure that I didn't erase any of it with the concealer or any of that jazz. So I'm going to go into the most tapered part of the brush here, and I'm going to go into that light peachy color, and this will be our inner corner here. I think this shade is a little bit more powdery than the rest, but since I only really use it for the inner corner, I don't mind it really. And I'm going to go ahead and finish it off with the mascara. This is the Gucci L'Obscur mascara in Yves Black. So this is a tester or a sample size here, but the regular full-size mascara is a beautiful light pink color, so it just fits in with today's video. Okay, this is coming together. Now for some lipstick. This is the new Rouge Coco Flash number 118 Freeze. These are the new colors available for the summer. I did a whole video on the collection that I bought. I did demos and swatches, so if you want to go ahead and see that, I will put a link to that in the description box down below. So I think when I first swatched this lipstick, I thought it was maybe too cool toned for me, but the more that I've worn it, the more that I love it. It's just such a beautiful, girly, light pink. I really like it. And then just to complete the look even more, I have my pink nail polish that I did a few days ago. This is the Chanel Le Vernis number 759 Energy. I will do a full review wear test in a few days. I'm waiting to do a wear test after 7 days of wear, just to have it be like very thorough. And then last but not least, let's finish it off with a perfume. This is the Allure Hair Mist. So 2 things to note. Hair mist slash hair perfume exists. Any perfume you can imagine has a hair perfume. It's a lightened version. It doesn't have any harsh alcohol. You spritz it into your hair for a light, refreshing boost of fragrance. Second of all, I am the most extra person that I know, and I cannot think of anything more extra, more bougie, or more fancy than a perfume for your hair. This smells like the Allure Eau de Parfum, and it kind of has a soft pinkish hue, and it just smells like a lighter, more fresh version. So it's just nice to just kind of zhuzh up your look with a hair mist. Alright guys, I think this about does it for my look using the Dior Couleurs Dive palette. Now I have to admit that when I see this palette, I am immediately drawn to the blues, but these colors here perform really well and they all blend so well together. I think this is really nice because, as you can see, I was able to create something really beautiful and light and fresh with a little bit of darkness, but it's not too dark. I think you could totally go ahead and create a smoky eye with this color here, but just using it a little bit in the outer corner here kind of adds a bit of depth to this very girly pink look. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think of today's video. What do you think of this very pink, very girly video? I thoroughly enjoyed it. I had fun creating this look for you guys. If you guys are new to my channel, I talk about nothing but luxury beauty, and whenever I get a new collection, I will go ahead and create several different looks with the same items, so that way you guys at home really get a sense on how to use up all of your makeup. Plus, I have a new series called Beauty History where I dive into the legacy and history of different fashion houses or makeup brands. So if any of that sounds interesting, please subscribe. Okay, I think this is all I have for you guys for today. So thank you all so much for stopping by. I hope you have a beautiful day and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.